Once upon a time, there was a man named Mark who was a huge Star Wars fan. He had seen every movie countless times and collected every piece of merchandise he could get his hands on. He was so obsessed with the franchise that he even had a full-sized replica of Darth Vader's helmet in his living room. One day, Mark decided to attend a Star Wars convention in a nearby city. He was thrilled to be surrounded by like-minded fans and couldn't wait to meet some of the actors from the movies. However, as the night went on, Mark began to feel increasingly uneasy. The convention center was dark and cramped, and there were strange noises coming from the shadows. Suddenly, the lights flickered and went out. Mark was plunged into complete darkness, and he could feel his heart racing with fear. As he fumbled for his phone to use as a flashlight, he heard a low, raspy breathing sound that he recognized all too well. It was the sound of Darth Vader. Mark tried to run, but he quickly realized that he was not alone. He heard the sound of lightsabers clashing and blaster fire, and he knew that he was in the middle of a full-scale battle. But this was not a Star Wars reenactment. This was something much more sinister. As he stumbled through the dark, Mark felt something brush against his leg. He screamed as he realized that it was a severed hand, still clutching a lightsaber. He tried to back away, but he was surrounded by the otherworldly sounds of Wookiees growling, droids whirring, and Sith Lords cackling. Finally, after what felt like hours, Mark saw a glimmer of light in the distance. He ran towards it as fast as he could, his heart pounding in his chest. As he burst through the door, he saw that he was back in the convention center lobby, and the lights had come back on. Mark was shaken but relieved to be back in the real world. However, as he looked down at his hands, he realized that something was wrong. His fingertips had turned black, as if they had been burned by a lightsaber. And when he looked up, he saw a figure in a hooded cloak watching him from across the room.